Most parents want to give their children a better future. They invest in education, health, and opportunities that can help their kids succeed in life. But there is one powerful gift that many parents overlook: starting an investment early. What if just $10 a week, an amount smaller than the price of a pizza or a couple of coffees, could eventually turn into over $1 million for your child? It may sound unrealistic, but when you understand how long-term investing works, the math becomes surprisingly convincing. So, in this video, we will discuss how $10 a week makes your kid a millionaire. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The power of starting early. One of the biggest advantages children have in investing is time. Adults often start investing in their 30s or 40s, but a child has decades ahead of them before retirement. Those extra years make a huge difference because compound growth accelerates over long periods. If a parent begins investing for a child from birth, the money has more than half a century to grow. Even small contributions become powerful because they are given enough time to multiply. Starting early means the investment doesn't have to be large. The combination of time and compounding does most of the heavy lifting. This is why financial experts often say the best time to start investing is as early as possible. Breaking down the $10 per week plan. The strategy is extremely simple. Imagine you invest $10 every week for your child starting from the day they are born. Over the course of a year, that equals $520. Over 18 years, the total amount you would contribute is about $9,360. For many families, that amount is manageable because it is spread across many years. It may even be less than what families spend on toys, games, or entertainment. The key difference is that instead of spending the money, it is invested in assets that grow over time, such as stock market index funds or diversified investments. Once invested, the money begins working and generating returns year after year. Understanding compound interest. Compound interest is the real engine behind this strategy. It means that the money you earn from your investment begins earning its own returns. Instead of growth happening in a straight line, it starts to grow exponentially. In the early years, the growth might seem slow and unimpressive, but as time passes, the investment begins to accelerate rapidly. For example, if an investment earns an average of 10% annually, every dollar invested can multiply many times over decades. This compounding effect becomes incredibly powerful when money is allowed to grow for 40, 50, or even 60 years. The longer the investment stays untouched, the larger the growth becomes. What happens by the time your child turns 18? By the time your child reaches adulthood, you would have invested around $9,360 in total. If that money was invested in the stock market with an average return of around 10% per year, the account could grow to approximately $20,000 to $25,000 by the time they turn 18. While this might not sound like a massive amount yet, the important part is that the investment has already built a strong foundation. Even if no more money is added after age 18, the investment can continue growing for decades. At this point, time becomes the most powerful factor, allowing the money to multiply many times over. Letting the investment grow over decades. Once the initial investment period ends, the most powerful strategy is simply doing nothing. Instead of withdrawing the money, the investment continues to grow through compound returns. By age 30, the investment may grow to roughly $70,000 or more, depending on market performance. By age 40, it could exceed $180,000. By age 50, the investment may reach nearly $500,000. By age 60, the account could potentially grow to more than $1 million. All of this growth happens even though the original contributions totaled less than $10,000. This shows how compounding transforms small investments into extraordinary wealth. Why time beats bigger investments later. Many people believe they can simply invest larger amounts later in life to catch up. Unfortunately, the math rarely works that way. Someone who begins investing at age 30 would need to contribute much more money to reach the same result as someone who started in childhood. That's because the early investor had decades of additional compound growth. Time is more powerful than the amount invested. A smaller investment started earlier often outperforms a much larger investment started later. This is why parents who invest for their children give them an enormous financial advantage. Choosing the right investment strategy. To make this plan work, the money needs to be invested in assets that have strong long-term growth potential. Many financial experts recommend low-cost index funds because they track the overall stock market and have very low fees. These funds spread the investment across hundreds or even thousands of companies, reducing risk while still benefiting from long-term economic growth. Instead of trying to pick winning stocks, index funds allow investors to capture the overall growth of the market. Over decades, this approach has proven to be one of the most reliable wealth-building strategies available. Teaching kids about money along the way. Beyond the financial benefits, investing for your child also creates an opportunity to teach them valuable lessons about money. As children grow older, parents can explain how the investment works and show them how their account grows over time. This helps children understand concepts such as saving, patience, and long-term planning. Instead of viewing money only as something to spend, they begin to see it as a tool for building wealth. By the time they reach adulthood, they already have a strong understanding of investing, something many adults struggle to learn. The psychological advantage of early wealth. Having an investment account already growing in early adulthood can provide a powerful psychological advantage. Many young adults face financial stress from student loans, housing costs, and career uncertainty. Knowing they have a financial foundation can reduce stress and provide more flexibility in life choices. It may allow them to take career risks, start a business, or invest even more money for the future. This early start creates confidence and stability that can shape their entire financial journey. Why consistency matters more than amount. One of the biggest lessons from this strategy is that consistency matters more than the size of the investment. Many people delay investing because they believe they need large amounts of money to start. In reality, starting with a small amount is far better than waiting for the perfect moment. Even $10 per week can produce incredible results if it is invested regularly and allowed to grow for decades. The habit of investing consistently is often more valuable than the investment itself. The long-term impact on financial freedom. If the investment eventually grows to $1 million or more, it can play a major role in your child's financial independence. By retirement age, that money could provide significant income and security. Even before retirement, the investment may help fund important milestones such as buying a home, starting a business, or supporting a family. The goal is not simply to accumulate money, but to create financial freedom and opportunities that would otherwise be difficult to achieve. Small investments, massive results. The idea that $10 per week can turn into $1 million might sound unbelievable at first. But when you break down the math and understand the power of compound interest, the concept becomes clear. Small investments grow slowly at first, but over decades they begin to accelerate dramatically. By starting early and staying consistent, parents can create a financial advantage that lasts a lifetime. In the end, the most powerful part of this strategy isn't the amount of money invested, it's the time the investment has to grow. A small weekly habit today could become one of the greatest financial gifts you ever give your child. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.